Live. No, we are live.
Okay,
What's
I
up,
guess I can do.
everyone? Mm,
Okay, let me do
oh my god, there
let
is a
me
nod also.
let me do a voice check.
God, there
Let
is
me
a nod also.
let me do a voice check.
God, there
Let
is
me
a nod also.
Okay, I
Yeah,
guess we are both good.
test.
Okay, I
Yeah,
guess we are both good.
Yeah, you're right, Evgeny. Where is Satoshi once again? The third
How to
weeks in a
cancel
row.
BTC transaction? BTC is going to zero. Okay, that's a little bit. Oh my gosh, oh no, that's a clickbait if I ever seen one. Oh, bro, why is Bitcoin bull run only? Okay, no. Okay, it's not as drastic as it sounds, right?
Oh no, of course not.
It's just this. I mean, this one, this one can actually bring you some hate now or not. You know, they can't blame me for this one this time around.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yep. Okay, so again, I guess, guys, we are back for another one, huh? Back for another one, and this one is pre-Christmas edition. So Arnold, what awaits us on pre-Christmas stream edition?
Mm, we will talk about BTC, ETH, just as if it was not Christmas. Right, guys?
I mean, I thought, oh shit, Arnold, I thought you were gonna be bringing like a PlayStation 5 to give away or something, you know?
Oh no.
I guess we're not that rich.
Yeah, I had
Betray.
a Cyberpunk, for PS4, but I
Did
can
you
give that. I
did
can give that.
did you refund it? Oh
No,
yeah.
just kidding. I was on PC. Okay.
Okay, yeah. I mean that one I can give away as well, right? I mean it's been refunded, so
Yeah,
yeah. So I have no problem with that. Okay, so I was just looking at my YouTube on which chart I actually used to make today's video on on Ethereum because but I guess we can firstly talk about this one, right? I mean this one we made on the previous stream, if I'm not mistaken, 15th. Yeah, so after 15 we pumped. So I guess this was the entry from the previous stream that we had, and it got filled beautifully. But I still hoped kind of that it would tag this before going any lower, right? Obviously, as you can see. But the last night we did one. I mean, last night, today, the actual chart was on Binance, right? And the first short just got filled. And now, kind of a looking at from this structure, I think the first short has a good chance of being wrecked, to be honest. But okay, we'll still stick with it, right? I mean, there's nothing else we can do right now. It's a small time frame short. It's gonna only work out 50% of the time. So guys, if you don't want to risk it, definitely don't take it. But it's definitely good to hedge your positions due to times like this that we currently having. I mean, it's a first sideway after a long while on, and part of this short is why we took it is also because Bitcoin managed to reach our 24k, right? Managed to reach 24k. Look at that, right? That was a good sniper right here. So actually this time around Fibonacci came in place, right? It came in place as well. And look at that, it even tested the bottom one, right? But definitely didn't give us a big reaction. But yeah, on top of this chart here, this is what we mostly took, was the idea of taking a short on Ethereum on a small time frame to kind of hatch our position out, right? And definitely, we'll see if it works out. So far right now on Ethereum, it looks a little bit more bullish than even Bitcoin, so I do think it's going to be maybe rectoroni, but again, it's better if the price goes up because then we obviously make more money, especially now that that we also are gonna be performing much better. So yeah, still contemplating. We hit the 24k area, right? So right now for Bitcoin, if that's gonna be the biggest pullback that we did, then Bitcoin is still pretty much strong. Even if I look at the volume definitely still looks pretty sharp, right? I mean, volume went up as well. So if that's the case, I guess our next point to aim at is gonna have to be 30k, as we already have it here, right? That is gonna be our next point to aim. If we're just gonna moon through that one and shit, then the prices start getting some serious notice on Arnaud. I mean, that is pretty amazing if you can go all the way up there, right?
yeah.
Definitely can be pretty amazing, right? So yeah, Bitcoin dominance. Now this is gonna be a hot topic. Bitcoin dominance, right? So yes, the Bitcoin dominance is not gonna be playing out in our favorable way, and this could now actually do some damage to us. And when I say damage, USDT wise contracts, we are gonna be doing good, right? I mean, if Bitcoin is going up, USDT contracts alts will definitely pop. Problem is, you're not gonna outrun them on Bitcoin, right? At least not on many of them. The select few will outrun Bitcoin, but a lot of them will fall under it, especially if we start closing above here, which right now, if I zoom in on daily, let me see daily, so far we haven't closed up there as yet. So we still have some chances, but chances are definitely being slim right now. Chances are definitely going slim right now, right? And so let's see what people, yeah, hey Alex and Arnaud, thanks for doing this even on Christmas week. BTC is disgusting. Yes, I do agree. Bitcoin dominance is absolutely disgusting at the moment. I think it's 69%. This earliest point where it can recheck. What do you think? 69%. Yeah, the problem with 69 is, you already kind of took liquidity twice from it. So I know this is not conventional chart. But, if it comes up here, it's definitely going to be an issue. I mean, you've got a point here, right? So if this doesn't happen, most likely there's going to be a reaction here. But would I dare to say that this is going to be a rejection point? Nope, I don't dare to say that at all. I would more likely aim towards 72, to be honest. This one is still untested and unclear of the volume. We haven't picked up liquidity up there. So I would say that one before this one. But yes, you can get a rejection, since because even if let's just say you got it tested twice here actually, right? You went down and you actually lost one big area, right? You actually went down and then you started closing in. So yes, you would have chances. If you came up here again, you would have chances of not just mooning through. So you're right about that. But is that going to be the big turnaround area? I do not dare to say that in this case, right? I do not dare to say that at all. I don't see it as that really important when it comes to it. Let me check on left side as well. I mean, so we also, yeah, so this is also before the gap that happened here. Actually, I'm seeing we never filled this gap. Wait, we did, never mind. Yeah, shit, all the way to up here. Yeah, so we can technically say the gap has been filled as well, but doesn't matter, I'm not trading gaps. Yeah, so you got the point here, right? Definitely can stop here, but I do think if there's ever going to be a main area of rejection, it's gonna be up here, right? But we'll see. If it starts stopping here, I'll definitely be happy, right? I won't be sad because right now, I mean, alts against Bitcoin are probably going to be in trouble. So one of those alts that we took, right, is Link BTC. So I can't imagine that one not being an issue right now. I mean, so far it's not looking bad, but it's probably going to have an issue, right? But still, this is one of those trades you gotta absolutely take. I mean, look at this chart, right? I mean, look at this. This is daily, weekly. This is definitely a chart I have to be trading in this case, right? So even though the Bitcoin dominance might not look the best, I will have to take a trade like this. I will have to take a trade like this for sure, because this is a pretty strong area that is going to hold 70% of the time in my case, right? And this is one of those that I just absolutely have to take. And not only that, the reward options, right? Look at this, 30% and 70%, right? It's definitely pretty huge. So it's just worth it. It's just in the stop loss in this case is 20%. It is a little bit bigger stop loss, sadly, right? But in some of those times you just can't help it, right? So yes, definitely still a very good trade to take, right? So yeah, like I said, where is Satoshi and how you cancel the BTC transactions? Yeah, I guess Satoshi hasn't been here for wait, was he here past week? I think past week he was here, but he missed it. He came a little bit at the end, right?
I think it was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Oh, 2 weeks ago, actually, yeah. So double spending is possible without hashing power. Yeah, double. Yeah, so he's probably mining with Bitcoin as well, yeah. Hey, wait, what is that? Hey, are a millionaire due to trading? What? Hey, are a millionaire due to trading? Wait, who? Satoshi Nakamoto? I mean, Satoshi is probably a billionaire by this point. I mean, Satoshi is probably maybe not billionaire, trillionaire, I would even say. I don't even know how many coins does Satoshi have, in like bitcoins. And did his wallets even move? So yeah, I mean, definitely the hottest news this week, right? The hottest news this week is Coinbase going to IPO, right? So yes, Coinbase is actually going to be the first exchange firm that carries BTC and everything that's going to go have an IPO, and their evaluation is actually $8 billion, right? So if we just look at it in this, right? So FTX has created, as you can see, a pre-IPO contract, right? So I wanted to trade this to begin with, but the problem is I couldn't find any public info to how many number of shares they're gonna release, and how are they gonna be evaluated and all of that, right? So I end up turning against this because this right now, as you can see, is a huge gamble, right? And this is I wanted to talk about because I thought people would ask questions about it. But yes, Coinbase pre-IPO contract, I mean, definitely a thing that interests me, and definitely when I say FTX did it again, right? FTX is definitely bringing new shit in crypto in terms of exchange. It's definitely a good exchange, right? But when I see something like this, they have created 250 million shares, right? And they evaluated on 8 billion evaluation on Coinbase currently, and they just split it up. So right now the price already, as you can see, went today a lot by heaps, like 90%, right? But to be honest, to say people that this is a good way to play their IPO thing right now, I don't think it is, right? I think it's at the end of the day this could turn out to be a huge gamble, because you don't know what kind of things will they what the kind of things will they have on an actual IPO in real life, right? So I wouldn't be playing around with this contract, right? And then the second thing, you had a pretty big hack on Ledger. Millions of addresses got leaked, email addresses and everything. And I gotta say, crypto is pretty strong. Even though a Ledger hack happened, we didn't even have a big of a dive, right? I mean, there was a little bit of a reaction, but not much, right? So I guess right now, crypto is even more immune to the news than it was in the past. Than it was ever, right? Because in the past, if we had some negative news, we had instant dump. But this time around, shit. I mean, this time I expected a lot more reaction from that news. I mean, that is a lot of private info being leaked. But I mean,
Yeah,
at the
but
end of
the act was in June. Thing is, the address now are on a forum. But the act was in June. So
yeah, but I mean, nobody cares unless
yeah,
they release it to public, right? That's the only problem here, right?
yeah.
So,
We got also the news with the SEC and XRP.
have you earned $1 million on trading? Well, what do you think, Arnaud? Have we earned $1 million on trading? I mean,
Not yet, not yet.
for on 2017, I'm gonna say 2017. It was a pretty good year for me. I don't want to disclose any figures, but let's just say 2017 was definitely, I should say, Lambo year for me, because yeah, plenty money was made this year. And this year, I mean, this year's way above 6 weeks as well. I mean, this year every trade I almost took, all, I mean, not gonna say every trade, but a lot of the trades. This year 70 to 80% was definitely the hit rate, and I had the most fantastic year, to be honest. Not even in forex, even in crypto, I'm gonna say. In crypto and in forex, it was a pretty successful year for me, right? So I mean, traded gold. Gold turned out to be very good for me. Then I traded oil. Oil was a big, huge winner. Then I traded the airplane companies. What's its name again? BA. Jesus Christ, what's the BA? Boeing, right? Traded Boeing. That was definitely a good trade. And Lufthansa. Can't forget about Lufthansa. What else have I traded this year? What else? Shit, I took so many trades this year. I really like in crypto. I had more than 10 trades a year. Oh yeah, also LBT. LBT. Actually, I was talking about this coin plenty of times, like at least 2 to 3 times in crypto. This coin turned out to be one of the biggest winners for me as well. This one was talking about it here, and then it just went 3x. I just woke up one morning. I checked it. It was like 18 cents. So I was like, wow, damn, that's incredible, right? And also one coin that I did fairly well this year, XDB. So yeah, that was also a pretty nice winner. So yeah, I think when it comes to trading, I did very, very well, Turbo. And if you're talking about overall winnings, like overall all the year winnings, then yes, far above 1 million, yeah. When BTC starts crashing down, do you think it has to rebound from 18.5k, or can it fall all the way to 16.5, or can it fell to 14k back to 2018 BTC crash 45. Oh yeah, also BTC, Jesus Christ, this year. I mean, I rode the short down from 10k all the way down, where I bought from between 3 to 4k, so that was actually one of the best trades as well. I mean, this year I was full of good trades. I mean, I don't know, because I guess I just took the advantage of Corona, okay? So, I mean, I did the same thing as I did on Bitcoin, I did on oil, and it turned out really well, and I did it here as well. So yeah, I mean, it just turned, this year was full of good trades, and I'm gonna say probably because of Corona. I definitely do not expect 2021 to be the same as this year. I don't think there will be gains to make like this. I mean, this year was just insane. It was 100%, 200, 300% everywhere. So I don't think that's going to happen in 2021 at all. But I do hope it's going to be like, at least a couple of percent right there. And I'm still, when it comes to Forex, I'm still only hoping for 5%. Even though this year was insane, I'm not trying to aim next year and say like, okay, if I made 500% this year, shit, let's go for 600 next year. No, I mean, because that is not sustainable at all, right? I actually expect to have some losses next year because this year was so good, right? So you kind of have to leverage out with your statistics, right? And if you think about it like this, I mean, I should be expecting some losses next year, right? Just because that I would be even on statistics, or maybe because this year was so special, the statistic doesn't even matter, right? My previous statistics doesn't matter because, it was some higher power that you couldn't control and the markets did their own thing, right? But yeah, they definitely turned out fantastic, right? So when it says BTC start crashing down, I mean, when BTC start crashing down, it doesn't get a better example than this. Wait, let me just switch to another chart. Actually, this one I don't want to have fibs on. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't get better than this. And yes, I mean, let's see how much it crashed here, to be honest, when it first did. So yeah, you were right. Yeah, to 45%, right? And I'm not gonna say that I expect to crash 45%. I'll definitely try to long some of the areas in between if that happens, right? I mean, here you didn't have so much areas, and we already discussed about having a chart like this that doesn't retest plenty of things back. This is also a reason why it crashed so much, right? But we start doing this on this chart as well, right? As you can see, we started doing this, right? Without any. But now you have to think about one thing, like we definitely got some support here. So even though if it started crashing, I would still long it here, and look at that, right? I wouldn't be expecting 45% crash out of the blue. I would be expecting a crash of like 18%, or maybe even all the way down here, 22%, right? I wouldn't be capping it at 45. Plus, it's not so much important to when the BTC crash, because you need to remember one thing: you're not gonna sell the top unless you gamble a little bit. You're not going to be selling the top, right? Because right now in this current structure, it's pretty clear, right? If you want to stop the bull run, you're going to have to go and start crashing under quite deep, right? You're going to have to start crashing quite deep. And even then, if you now retrace all the way to 18k, right? It's not sure that you broke the bull already, right? You can still recover from that one, right? I mean, it was pretty clear if you started crashing here when you had a structure like this, it was pretty clear where the bull would end, and we would definitely have a bigger retracement. But right now what you've created on this chart from here, it's not so much clear anymore. So now you're gonna have to start taking with a little bit of a second sense, right? And speaking of which, yes, if it started crashing down here, I'm definitely long in these areas, because I do think these areas are they're gonna be point of some sort of a reaction. But what I wouldn't do is I probably wouldn't go for a knife catch on this area. So what I mean is I wouldn't just set up a trade right now. I wouldn't just go now on my exchange, right, and set up a trade right here. I wouldn't do that, right? Because first of all, your stop loss is going to be huge, right? And what I mean by because if I'm going to be placing a stop loss down here, we're already at $1,000, or if you place it even down here, it's already $2,000, right? I'm not about to have a $2,000 stop loss on Bitcoin, that's for sure, right? So the first thing I would do, I wouldn't do a knife catch. I would actually play it as, I waited for down to crash, has a little reaction, and then trying to capture it on something like this, right? I mean, that is just how I imagine it. Obviously, the structure can be a lot different than this, right? And this is what you sort of are trying to do on a smaller time frame on Ethereum, what we were speaking before, right? You're just trying to capture this kind of an initial move that is happening on a smaller time frame. Wait, again, I've done that one on Binance. Yeah. So yeah, you're trying to capture this initial move, and you're kind of hoping that this would be the top, right? But at the same time, when you do that on a small time frame, the win ratio is so small, right? The win ratio is much smaller than 50%. So your profit target has to be wide to make sense. And in this case, look at this, right? I mean, if this second trade is the one that I'm mostly aiming at, right, when it comes to short, look at this, right? It is 7.3 or 17%, and we got only 2% stop loss. So for that reward, that is absolutely insane reward. I mean, so if I have my success ratio being under 50%, so let's just say my success ratio is even 30% or 20%, I'm gonna make profit on this trade. And this trade will play out once every 5 times, let's just say, right, for percentage sake. So if this trade plays once every 5 times, I'm still in good profits, right? And yes, you could say this about many things, right? I mean, you could be pulling these trades all around, right? You could be pulling the same kind of trades all around. And if you had such a big target, you could say, well, I just need a win ratio of 10% or 15% and I'm gonna be profitable. That is absolutely true, right? But you also gotta think about your brain power, right? So the question is, why do I most of the times pull these trades just to hedge myself, right? You won't see me pull a trade like this if I have nothing open against it, That's also one thing. So when I'm hedging myself, and let's just say because I still have long on Ethereum, I still got, some spot from BTC and all of that, right? And we got some alt plates. I like to hedge myself during those times with a risky trade like this, because even if I lose those trades, I don't take, I don't lose mental power over it, right? Because imagine if you have 10% or 20% win rate, you're going to be losing a lot. And what I mean by that, like, you're going to be losing 10 to 15 trades a month. 10 to 15 trades in a row, right? You can lose 10 to 15 trades in a row. And now imagine yourself, if you lose 15 trades in a row, would you still be able to go on a chart and, just kind of play the thing, right? Would you still be able to focus? Would you still be able, to just go be like confident and everything? And we probably know that's not true, right? And, I really learned this a lot from poker, because in poker you have this thing called EV line, right? So it was basically just a line that calculated what your should be if you did every move correctly, right? What your win rate should have been, right? And a lot of the times the poker players, when they have this EV line, that let's just say their win rate is something like this, right? So let's just say this is a graph, and their win rate goes something like this, right? And their EV line goes let me do a new line, and the EV line is this, right? So in reality, a poker player won like, I don't know, $400 when he should have won $500, right? And, that's what we call in poker, that's called bad beating. So it means that you're running under your expectations, right? And this can happen on crypto a lot, yeah? Even though you're a profitable trader, you can be running under your expectations. And if you have 20% win ratio, it means that you will win one trade out of 5, but opposite can happen as well. You will lose 15 trades in a row before you win, 1, 2, 3 in a row, right? And now imagine yourself losing 15 trades in a row and not being affected by it, right? I am pretty sure you're gonna have issues with yourself, right? You're gonna be like, oh, maybe my strategy isn't profitable anymore. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I shouldn't be taking this. I feel like I'm gonna lose this next trade. And this is when you say to yourself, I'm feeling I'm going to lose this next trade, I'm not going to take it. Then you skip it, and then the trade wins. And that's another scenario, right? Because you just took 15 trades in a row loss, and now you decided to skip the next one, and then that one was a complete winner. And now you just wasted your opportunity to, reset the streak. And now you can lose another couple of trades in a row before that happens, right? So yeah, I mean, it's... taking scalps like this, that are really have low type of winning ratio is definitely hard, right? But if you imagine yourself now having a good long on Ethereum, and you're thinking like, I should definitely take a profit take here because Ethereum just crashed down, and this is now the area we need to gain. But what if instead of that profit take, I actually short it? So if this turns out to be the correct play on lower time frames, I'm gonna be actually benefiting a lot more than higher time frames as well. And this is the kind of logic you need to be using, because when you start using that kind of logic, you will make a lot more money in trading, because a lot of people are stuck on the logic that I should only be trading one side. But when you skip that logic and you start trading both sides, this is when you really, I could use that meme from when it's like, that guy black guy who has a watch on it and he says, think or something. I don't know. You know the meme, which meme I mean, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we all know. So yeah, this is when you start trading both sides. This is when you really start getting that edge, right? And especially in crypto, because in crypto you have moves. In crypto, like crypto rewards you for trading both ways so much. Like forex will never do that, right? Because forex will come to like your point of, let's just say you got a profit point He will come here and you say, okay, maybe I should counter trade, and then it's gonna do something like this, bam, bam, bam. It's gonna be hitting your point like 10 times before breaking down, or even taking your top and then breaking down, right? But crypto, crypto is way more meticulous when something like this happens, right? On crypto, you draw an area. And yes, sometimes you will touch the area, you will start doing a little bit of this, you go a little bit deeper in area, and then you close back above it and you start going up. You won't touch the area like 10 times before you will go and make a move, right? So thus, if you, wait for something and you do it on lower time frames, you can easily catch this right side and just ride the way up, right? And now you have a short from, I don't know, up here, and you also have a long from down here, and you ride into both trades. Obviously, you have to calculate it a little bit, so your short in that case is bigger than your long, so that you make money the way it goes. Because if you're just going to be trading in the same position each way, you won't make any money after all, right? You will even end up paying the fees and everything, the exchange fees. So yes, you have to elaborate your holdings a little bit, but when it does play out, it's absolutely fantastic when you figure it out how to do it properly, and you start making a lot more money both ways, and you're a lot more protected on the markets. A lot of people lose sleep, and that's happened to me as well this year particularly after this big drop. This big drop on Bitcoin. Let me just see. Let me find it. Oh yeah, this drop on Bitcoin, right? After this big drop on Bitcoin, we started to move more on Asia times, right? So what I mean, Asian times had a lot bigger moves than what Europe times had, right? And this is I lost some sleep for it as well, because shit was happening in the middle of the night, right? And again, if you ever played any Uniswap coins, and I did, right? Like shit, man, you go away from your PC for like 2 hours, you come back and everything has happened. This Uniswap coins are absolutely crazy, and you can't input any orders in, right? Same goes for ALBT. I just got a thing right now. I mean, LBT went to like 20 cents tomorrow at 7 o'clock, and it wasn't at my PC yet, right? I came to my PC at 9 o'clock and it was already down at 17 cents, right? So I missed my sell position, which I could easily rebuy right now, but I missed it. I mean, I was like 20 cents was a clear as shit sell, right? And you could rebuy it easily between 17 to 15 cents, right? But sadly I missed it because there are no orders on Uniswap. Like maybe there are some solution out there that I haven't discovered yet, but on Uniswap, so far as I know, there are no. You cannot set up an order to sell at certain price, right? So yes, Uniswap shitcoins, you definitely lose a lot of sleep over it, and I did this year as well. I'm not gonna say it wasn't worth it, because this some of those coins really. Really turned out to be fantastic, but at the same time, you're kind of risking your sleep, and you're kind of risking your brain power for you to follow these trades. So it's not really good. It's not really good at all, right? Okay, so guys, sorry, you guys posted some question. Let me see one more. Classic David, I'm already shorting BTC using leverage Binance tokens, so no liquidation. Leverage Binance. Okay, so Classic David, I'm not really a fan of shorting something. Like, it depends on how much you're shorting, right? I mean, I'm not really a big fan of shorting big time if you're not having any. Like, I know what you guys think. Like, I mean, seeing a chart like this, you're like, well, fuck, I mean, it's about time this shit crashes. And yeah, I mean, in the old days, I would agree, right? But imagine if this doesn't crash for some time yet, right? I mean, what if it goes to 30k, right? What kind of, you have to start thinking, if this shit goes to 30k right now, what kind of a dent is gonna leave in my portfolio if you're already shorting with those coins, right? I mean, that's a really, you gotta really think about it, right? So if you're doing it without a stop loss or anything, you can potentially wreck your portfolio a lot, right? Because you don't know. I mean, the bull run could have started. Even though I know you're the guy who likes history, right? You check the history all the time. I've seen that, right? I mean, if we're talking history, look at the... Wait, what? Didn't Bitcoin reach its stop in January? Oh wait, this is when. Oh, okay, my bad, my bad. I thought Bitcoin reached its top in January. Oh, that was the alts when alts reached the top and then they crashed. Okay, so this is actually a good indicator again. So I guess in January we could have a really good run of alts. I mean, this is what happened in the past. Arnaud. Okay, so I understand. I understand why you're taking those short positions then, David. I mean, you do take a lot of these shorts, right? I mean, you do take a lot of the trades based on history, and I'm totally okay with that. I mean, it does work to some degree. It definitely, the cycles do repeat itself, right? So I guess in your next plan, rather than taking a short, David, maybe you should be long in alts, because now you should be expecting a big move on alts. If I remember correctly, like I think like 7th of January, 6th of January was actually the strongest day for portfolio. Everybody was posting pictures of their portfolios then. So yeah. That could be probably the big one. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, maybe the history will repeat itself on the alts as well, right? Since no one is currently placing coin requests, I will start with ADA USDT. Bigger news are expected there any day. Wait, what the big news about ADA or not? Why haven't you told me any news?
XRP1, XRP.
What?
The SEC is against the XRP.
Oh, but what about Cardano?
Oh, was not aware.
There's no news. Oh shit. So okay, maybe there are some big news. I don't know. Wait, did we delete these charts last time? I'm pretty sure I charted Cardano. Pretty sure I did. ADA USDT. I mean, it has to be here. Shit, I don't know. Oh, I got the blind eye on. Oh yeah, I knew it. I traded it. It's just like, what the fuck? I have nothing. So yeah, as I was saying, okay, so for ADA, I mean, yeah, I remember saying this last week already. This still stands. We gotta go. We gotta break it, right? We gotta break it, and then these two trades are available. We just gotta break it. And again, we rejected it. Yep. So we went down. Yeah, we tested this. I remember now, and now rejected this again. I mean, after this, obviously this is again a profit take. As you can see, we haven't break this area yet. And again, this is again happening. But now, if you hold this, you're actually doing good. If you hold this, you got good chances of breaking it. So actually, maybe you're right. There's gonna be some news, and this is gonna go to the moon. But I wouldn't be buying it as spot buy. If you haven't bought it down here, I wouldn't be buying this as spot buy, right? At all, because this is getting very risky, because right now you've rejected the top for the third time, so I'm definitely not playing with longs anymore here, definitely not. So yeah, now I would be waiting for you to regain this position, go over it, and then pump from it. That would be your best case scenario in this case, right? What I would be playing here. But let's go back. Oops, I don't have to go here, I can go here. Yeah, go back to here's one. Now crazy thing is, if the price comes back down here in this area, right, I know we have picked up liquidity from it and we had 2 profit takes, but if it comes back here down again, I am long in it, right? I'm gonna be long in this shit. So yes, this box, I'm gonna move it a little bit higher now. Gonna be moving it higher, and if it comes here, bam, we're gonna be smashing another trade at it, and we can actually do a little bit of tighter stop loss this time around, 11%. So yes, this is gonna be my another position that I would be taking in Cardano if it comes down here. The profit takes, I'm gonna use the same for now. For now, I'm gonna use the completely the same profit takes. I mean, this one I could maybe extend it a little bit, but I'm not gonna, because we just lowered our stop loss. I'm not gonna push it, right? I'm not gonna push it there. So yeah, I'm gonna say Cardano. This is exactly where I would long it, and the move would be up. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I hope the news are good. I'm not sure what they are, but I hope they are good. Okay, Evgeny, I was looking at GRT the other day because it just got listed, and I had, I was looking at it because the chart is so small still, I know, and I thought there was going to be a question about it, right? But I couldn't chart it yet because there was nothing to chart back then, so I mean, let's just see, go now on the 15 minutes, let's actually see if there's something to chart. So I mean high time frame, I can't really say shit much, right? I mean, okay, high time frame wise, you're definitely holding this, so yes, you can continue on the uprise. And why is my green? I'm gonna switch it back to yellow. So yes, you can definitely continue from this still, but in 15 minutes I'm not so sure anymore, because this is, so far for me, this is just started out, right? So you have a good chance of rejecting this as well. You know, you have good chance of rejecting this. So if I was holding the GRT tokens, I would take this short as a precaution. Again, you know, I would take it as precaution if it starts crashing. Because right now you kind of went deep, you know. On the 15 minutes, you kind of went deep because your perfect continuation of 15 minutes is, and yes, I guess, I know it's 15 minutes, but you know, the chart just listed, right? Your perfect continuation here was this point, right? That was the perfect continuation, but now you lost this area. And since because we don't have deeper information on this chart, and even if you go on 4 hours, this is barely visible, this area, we technically lost it, right? We technically lost at this one, right? So yes, when it comes to it, I would have to tell you to short up there, you know. Wait, is this not Binance? This is Binance chart, yeah. So yeah, I mean, we are on Binance. So yeah, I mean, we technically lost this. So yes, I am gonna say that you're going on a thin ice here. You're going on a thin ice lower time frame wise. So yes, if you're holding currently coins, you're absolutely good. I wouldn't say that, but man, I mean, do watch the chart closely up in this point. Do watch the chart closely. If you don't start breaking it, I would definitely say either short or, you know, sell some of them. That's definitely a profit take you absolutely must have to take at this moment if you wish to be safe, you know. And if it breaks this point and it goes to here or, you know, a little bit above, then you're good to buy them back, you know. I mean, obviously if it's gonna pump to like $1, because apparently this coin is huge. I heard this coin is absolutely huge and it has some, I don't know, some like they're comparing to Ethereum or some shit, I don't know, right? I'm not expert in this. So I mean, then again, yes, it could go to a couple of dollars, right? I'm not an expert when it comes to this, but at this current pace, this is the safest thing I can tell you to do in this case, right? So yeah, that's about as much as I can say on this one. So then we will see what happens. Waves USDT, Waves USDT, let's see, Waves USDT, bam. Waves, okay, that's okay. This one went a little bit deep as well. I mean, it's not too bad, it went a little deep. Oh wait, I remember this trade or not. Shit, we waited for that one so long, huh, and we got missed. Actually, looking back at it, I maybe know why we got missed. Oh wait, no I don't. Oh yeah, no I don't. I mean, I still think the trade was correct, but look at this, man. That was a bad miss. Shit. 400% Arnaud? Why didn't you tell me?
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me? Wait, 4 hours, let go 4 hours. Okay, here you... Shit, it's the same story as GRT. You kind of went deep, right? You kind of went deep. I mean, you still hold at this, you're still good on the high time frames, but again, this is your for sure profit take, man. You gotta be taking profits. Gotta be taking those profits, gotta be keeping safe, man. So yeah, I mean, gotta be keeping it safe, bro. You can't be extending yourself too much. So yes, profits. If it regains, you got an option to rebuy back. If not, it's gonna crash from there, right? So definitely keep that in mind. Trade that one as well as the same as we did GRT. Exactly. I mean, right now, I mean, it might not be clear in your eyes, but this chart is so similar to GRT, right? It's just I'm shorting waves from 7.6 bucks. Wow, I mean, you kind of initiated that one fast. Shit, man. Where's your profit take? I hope it's around here. Wait, nope. I hope it's like $7. I hope your profit take is $7 then, if you're shorting it there. Yep, definitely $7. I mean, I'm not sure where your stop loss is. Perhaps if it's up here. Yeah, that's not exactly the best kind of R, you know? Not gonna lie, man. It's not exactly the best kind of R. I mean, it is 2R, right? So I'm gonna say it's good. 721. Where is your stop loss then? If 721 is your profit take. Or are you telling me there's no stop loss? Because then it's definitely not good. Wait. Oh man, this trade is, sorry man, but I gotta say this trade is not good at all. Like look what you've just pulled here, man. Let me give you a visual perception. Wait, what am I blind? Oh, short position. So you said 721, right? So let's just do 7 entry price 721, and you said 827. Whoops, 827, and your profit take is 7 point what?
721.
Oh, sorry, 21. Yeah, sorry, 65. I'm dumb. And you can see, right? I mean, I'm gonna tell you, this trade has to play out. what, like 7, sorry, no, 7 to play out, like has to play out like 70% of the time, or even 80 for you to be a profit. It's like 75, something like that. So it's not really that good of a trade, to be honest. You know, the way you took it, like, I mean, I know what you're trying to say here, right? But your stop loss is gonna be here. Like, you know, I'm gonna tell you, if it goes over this kind of wing, right? I mean, look at it. This is the area, right? This is the area. If it goes through these wings, I don't think it's gonna stop before this. Most likely your point of stop is then gonna be higher. So your trade is probably gonna then go all the way to up. Oops, Jesus Christ, why is my mouse lagging? My point of stop is gonna probably go all the way up to here then, right? So you can see you can kind of save yourself, right? Instead of just, you know, extending your stop loss super high, maybe just take 2 trades, right? And you can see if you took the trade like this, look at how it is, 1.3 R. So now you have to be winning less than 50% of the times for this to be profitable. And this time around, if you pull something like this, I would say, bam, man. Wolfman, really nice, bro. Really nice trade. But this case, you know, the way you took the trade, you're most likely not going to be profitable long-term speaking, right? And, you know, it's not the best idea to take it like this. You gotta switch it up a little bit the next time and actually look for bigger profit takes. So if you're taking it like you have taken it right now, you shouldn't be taking profit takes before $7. You should be waiting for that $7 for this thing to play out long term speaking, right? XLM USDT. Oh wait, not XLM, XML USDT. Wait, you probably made a mistake here, right? I mean, because it's probably XLM, yeah. Stellar. Okay. Oh yeah, so, oh wait, we tested this area. When did we test it? Oh, so that was before the next stream. I'm not sure, did we check this shit in the previous stream? Because if we checked it, then my logic was thinking right now is, this went kind of deep, but it's closed up here. So if it's not gonna gain over this, I'm gonna assume it's gonna crash, and I'm gonna say it's gonna go deeper in this one and react again. And if it's not, you know, it's just gonna go next to this. So yeah, I'm gonna say it's gonna go deeper and react there again. I don't think it's gonna go that much down. I don't think it's gonna crash that much. Yeah, that's about 20%, I would say. I don't think it's gonna be crashing 40%, not in these times. So I would say 20% max. If it's even gonna crash, we might actually gain over this area. So here you don't have much to say either, right? I mean, here it's pretty clear, gain over this area, you're gonna have another chance. If it's not right now, I mean, it's looking shaky already, but we haven't really lost anything because these 2 candles didn't go that deep, but you can see they're right on the border. So I'm gonna say, and you close back in, so I'm gonna say still got chances. But yeah, if you don't get in back over this area, you're gonna end up in this box, but a little bit deeper. I don't think you're just gonna tag it like this week on top of our buy like we did the last time. I think you're gonna go deep into this one, right? Then we got X. Oh yeah, okay, this one we did. I did a beat on this one. I can't even remember. Did this one play out in the video or not? I don't remember. Was this the right chart? I think it was the right chart. Monero. I think I did. Okay, Monero. Shit, let me see. Okay, Monero still looks pretty bullish. Yep. I mean, it's holding this area. I got nothing bad to say about it. I'm gonna say I predict that it's gonna break the top. That's my best prediction I can give with this one. Not much else to say. If you're holding it, it's still a hold. If it starts going under this, it's not a hold. Yeah, okay. Oh, XMR in Polonix. Okay, maybe I did it on Polonix, you're right. Oh yeah, I did it on Polonix. Okay, so, oh yeah, okay, here we go. So this trade got filled. But I feel like I said something else about this trade. Because it seems to be a little bit early fill. But yeah, I mean, this is definitely what I wanted, right? Okay, I remember now. This was the, okay, I remember. This was the main area of the entire chart. This is why we're playing it like that. Yeah, I had to scroll out a little bit to see. Yep, so this is the trade I would definitely just got filled, and now it's there. Of course, I'm gonna say like this, I don't like that it only went a little bit and just touched the bottom of the box. You know, it's not the best case because, you know, thing is, you really didn't break this. You didn't really gain over this, right? But yeah, I'm gonna say this is actually still a very good trade. I'm still gonna have to go with it. This is one of those trades I would risk money on it, right? Because essentially speaking, I mean, it is the mainest area on the chart, and the chart actually looks pretty beautiful for the pump. I'm not gonna lie, the chart looks very beautiful for the pump, right? So yeah, now I remember I did it on Poloniex, yeah. So yeah, I'm still on with this trade, man. Still very much. If you taken it, still follow it. You know, I have nothing else to add to this one at the moment. Still very good trade. Okay, let's see what happened here. Okay, so we had trades. This one just got filled. Wait, did we trade this one before? It just got filled. I think it just got filled, right? Okay, yeah, I think it just got filled. I think, like, if it went here, yeah, it probably didn't do it here. I'm not too sure, but I think it just got filled, if not mistaken. Okay, so yeah, this trade right now, exactly. I mean, the same. It's gonna be. The only thing that I would change is the way I place my profit take. Maybe no, because of these rejections that we had here. I feel like these rejections are quite weaky, and you know, since we had the candle closes down here, I would say this would be the new profit take, you know, on it. I would say that would be right now my new profit take. I wouldn't be playing that far. Yep. So I'm gonna be putting it like that and seeing it, what happens. But yeah, it's still a good trade, but profit take definitely moves down now. Let's see how much is. I mean, it's 1.7 hour. That's still very good, 8% compared to the stop loss. But I think this was scalp, if I'm not mistaken, right? So I guess if this got missed, right, this would then be the one. Yeah. So okay. So yeah, the thing is still a good trade, but definitely the profit take has to be moved down due to these weeks and where the candle closed, right? So yeah, the first profit take can't be in sight here anymore. Sadly, the price action changed. It's a good thing you asked, because the price action does change as well on these things, right? On EOS, I know for a fact that we filled a couple of profit takes. Yes, we did. Only one actually. And yeah, I mean, if you're still in EOS, this is your stop loss right now. Easy, man. Like, I'm gonna say it like this. Whoop. I'm not gonna change it like that. This is your stop loss. Yep. Under this, if it goes under this, I'm out of that trade for sure. You can maybe even use this week. But then it's gonna go under your even price. So if that's your case, then be my guest. But I don't want to be, right. So yeah. That is definitely your stop loss in this case. No, if it goes under there, the trade has been closed and it's not acceptable anymore. Who wishes they joined Bitcoin in 2009? Well, who doesn't? I still remember my miner in 2010. Boy, I wonder where those Bitcoins got lost. Shit, man, I mined those Bitcoins 10 years ago and threw the disk away. What a fucking coincidence, right? Oh shit, I shouldn't be cursing. But yeah, it definitely pissed me off thinking a few years later. I probably didn't mind much, but then again, you know, it was so early. Wait, was it 2010 or was it 2011? I don't know. I still got history in one of the forums where I asked for people to help me set up the mining shit, and I did, and I remember mining for a couple of months, and then, you know, I just forgot about it, right? And then later on, even that Mount Gox and everything got hacked. I was like, okay, fuck those Bitcoins, right? And again, I'm cursing. And I just threw I knew it threw the disk away before that even happening. But yeah, I just didn't. I never paid attention, and I guess I was stupid in that case, right? Because that would have turned out to be quite a wealthy investment in the future, right? So yeah, I do feel sad about it still to this day. Your Wi-Fi short option. Oh yes, Wi-Fi. Oh man, I still remember this The thing is, right? I had a mental breakdown last stream about this short. I was like, oh man, I shouldn't be taking it. It's gonna be breaking. But then, you know, at the last time I said, but I should follow my original plan. Yeah. You know. I should stick to my original plan, and you know, I actually learned that from past experience. I used to change my shit so many times. After the fact. Like, I made a original plan, and then, you know, something started happening. I was like, I should change this. I don't think it's gonna react here, right? And that's actually and that actually costed me so much of the profitable trades. And I almost did it last time on stream again. And then the last beat, I was like, no, I should be following the original plan, right? I should be. And I used to have post notes on my PC saying, follow the original plan, because it costed me tons of money. And I actually went into this short, right? So yeah, so this one played out quite well for me. You know, it wasn't a massive short, but you know, a couple of percentage here and there. Look at that. I mean, I'm not gonna be, you know, judging. Wait, how much was the top of the box? 21%. So yeah, 21%. Definitely love it, right? And right now we can see it's probably even going to go lower at this point, right? So yeah, I mean, if anybody asking this trade, I wouldn't be taking anymore, because we got a pretty deep reaction here on this one and it already went up. So this trade I wouldn't be taking anymore. So yeah, I guess I can delete this so there won't be any confusion in the future, right? But yeah, definitely this one turned out to be quite a good one. So yeah, I mean, okay, so oh yeah, it got filled. Oh wait, you're implying that for the dot trade, right? Rep USDT. So yeah, guys, if you got any more questions, doesn't have to be coins, it can be anything else. And you know, if you got any more questions, if not, we're gonna be slowly wrapping up the stream after this one. What the hell? What? Wait, what? What just happened here? A casual 120% pump? Is crypto back? Wait, that can be the good chart. I mean, that has to be a better chart somewhere. USD. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's a better chart, yep. That's a better chart. It was kind of trashy though. I mean, that's the good spot. I'm not gonna lie, man, that's a good spot. I'm gonna tell you that you probably should be taking a trade here. You probably should be taking a trade here, yep. And if I'm not mistaken, your profit, or should I say, sorry, your stop loss is gonna be not too big. 8%, yep. Good. I'm in the trade. Where are you in the trade? Where are you in the trade? I mean, since what? Since what entry? You probably before even this. I mean, if you came down here in, you're doing pretty good, man. If you just came down here or something like that, right? So that's pretty good. But yeah, if you're in the trade already, I don't know since when you're in the trade, but if you're before this, I hope you took some profit takes up here, right? 16 point. Okay, that's not a bad entry. Stop loss. Okay. Wait, stop loss is under here. Okay, so okay, you place a stop loss under my area. I respect that as well. I mean, because you had a better entry, you can definitely afford that. If I'm going for an entry right now, I can't, right? Because look, it's gonna be 15% and my profit take is gonna be here already. It's not gonna make sense, right? We gotta make some money, right? So yeah, something like this and the profit take in this area would be right now. So I hope you, so that means you had to take trade. So I hope you took some profits on this shit, man. T1, 20 bucks. Yeah, man, shit. You played this one really good, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Let's just see what kind of returns you got on this one. 16.85. And you had stop loss at 15.2. So, jeez, that's the price. 15.2, and you had your profit take on 20.25. Bam. Yep, man. See, that's what you should be taking, Wolfman. This is good shit. This is good shit right here, man. This is good stuff. And I see why you took it here. You were probably earlier. Yeah, you were probably earlier. So that's a good trade, man. That's a good trade, and you got really good first profit take. I really love it. This. Definitely. And your second profit take is set 27. Let me see where it's 27. Yeah, it's kind of high, to be honest, for the second profit take. I know if you're playing the bullshit, then I get it, right? I mean, you're playing for the bull continuation, then I'm gonna say yes, you got it, right? But seeing this right here, this could be an issue. This could be another issue, right? So I would be, if it was my trade, I would be taking profit take somewhere around here, $24, something like that. $23, $24. Oops, sorry. Jesus Christ, can I get this? Thank you. $23, $24, something like this. And you can still see 4R. Still pretty good profit take, right? But that would be something me. And then the last profit take, I would actually aim all the way up here. So last profit take, I would go for super high, you know, 37 bucks. Let's go for the new high, right? Or something like that, because the bullish continuation, we're playing bullish continuation, let's go for a new high, right? Even though these wicks kind of make it, you know, a little bit tacky. because the VIX are super high. I mean, how many? Like 20% VIX, right? But you know, on the last one, I would go for super high. For that, it makes my, I mean, gotta make it worth the while, right? I mean, if you're already trading this. But yeah, I gotta say, man, super good. This one is super good. Like your waves trade has to, I mean, needs some work, but this one, pretty close to perfection. I really like it. I mean, I guess you've learned some stuff, right? I don't know if have you taken this from a price action perspective, or have you traded it from with the help of, you know, have you traded it with the help of indicators, or what was your approach to this trade? Because I would be happy to see more of this stuff, you know, in the channel. Price action, like my man, like yeah. So I don't know when you started with price action, but if you started if you started in like this year, then just keep at it, you know, because you can already see you did some progress, you know, you can already see. So if you really closely analyze these videos, it will probably help you even more. I mean, when it comes to learning it, right? It's a long process, but I'm telling you, it's a worthwhile process, right? I'm really telling you that, because at the end of the day, you're much faster than indicators with price action, and this is what most of people won't agree with, or you know, won't just admit. But at the end of the day, you're faster than indicators when it comes to price action, and especially, well, I mean, it also goes person to person. If you're not going to be active a lot on PC, then you're not going to be faster. But you know, if you're going to be active at PC anyways, or you're super interested into this, then you're going to be faster than indicators, right? Wait, actually, short is Ethereum crashing? Is our short working? First one. Arnold, what do you say? Is our short working?
It's not crashing that much for now.
Oh, okay. I mean, we got something. Okay, so now, before I end the stream, I would be already putting my stop loss right here. There's like, I'm putting my stop loss to break even, right? Break even. So that would be it, right? I wouldn't be playing. I don't have to be risking that much anymore. I don't want to be seeing the price go up again, right? Because if it's gonna go up again, I'm gonna expect something higher, right? I mean, this went pretty deep into the box, so yeah, I'm gonna say if it goes up again, definitely, you know, you don't want to risk it too much money. And this actually now turned out even to be almost of a free trade, right? I'm not gonna call it a free trade because you still had to risk something, but you know, it's turning out to be a pretty okay hedge, which is at the end of the day, if it gets stopped, it's not gonna cost you nothing, or it's gonna cost you very little. So yeah, on these notes, let's wrap up this stream, guys. I mean, we had another successful stream, pre-Christmas stream. We had a little bit less audience than usual, I guess, due to the, I don't know, I guess it's just not a good timing.
Yeah.
Yep. So the next stream is gonna be on 29th. It's gonna be in the same time, and hopefully we're gonna break a new record, because everybody's gonna be home and hopefully watching our stream, right? That's just hard vicious, but yeah, never mind. Just joking, right? But yeah, definitely gonna be doing the one before the new year, and hopefully we'll see. I mean, right now I expect 29th, 5th, and 12th. If anything is correct that happened in the past, right? 29th, 5th, 12th, and I'm gonna say, okay, I'm gonna add 19th, right? It's gonna be a really interesting streams, because altcoin wise, we should have a lot to talk about, right? We should have a lot things to discuss. The altcoins should be doing their moves if we base them off the past. So I'm gonna steal that method from David. I'm gonna say it right now. But you know, since I'm not usually basing stuff on past, I mean, I still have to see what the Bitcoin dominance is gonna do, right? Yeah, so I'm still gonna see what the Bitcoin dominance is gonna do, and when the Bitcoin dominance really starts losing something, right now it's a little bit skewed, right? Then I'm gonna make that final call on how to approach with alts. But definitely some alts like Link BTC, you know, I gotta be taking it, you know, and at the end of the day, I gotta be taking those trades after all. Wait, shit, I'm gonna put in line here. I still gotta move my stop loss now after this stream, you know. So do I not forget? Let me put a line there. Yeah, so something like Link, I'm still taking, because Link is just it's too strong of an area for me to ignore. It's just too strong of an area right now for me to ignore, right? So yeah, I mean, I'm already in the trade as we speak. So yeah, okay, as we did, guys, thank you for watching, right? What I do is rather psychology behind it and patterns of it. Okay, keeper chart, please. Jesus, Ramesh, we just fine, Ramesh. Keeper. Wait, no, we have better chart of this. Wait, key 3 or what? Oh yeah. Oh no, I know. Where did I chart this again? Poloniex? Did I chart this on Chartex? I think I did. Poloniex is cute. Key 3 Binance coin. No, Binance coin, definitely not. Where did I chart this shit?
Shortex, I think so.
Yeah, Chartex, right? So I don't
The
think
blue
those
one.
charts are safe, right? Wait, what the hell? This is kind of short chart. I know there was a bunch of price action down here. Okay, so this thing went to $600. That shit. Let me just check Chartex fast. So sorry. Let me answer your question. What I do is rather psychology behind patterns of it. This is now the hyper bubble that I call crypto fervor. That is only local BTC bubble. Okay. Okay, I get you. Yeah, you get the logic behind the bubble. Okay, so let's do this one. Actually, this one is much better. Chartex. So I get your logic. I get your logic, classic. I mean, David. I mean, then obviously your approach is correct, and if it works, right? I mean, I'm not gonna. But based on history, if we analyze history, then yes, the alts should have their own run, right? I mean, the next month should be really interesting for alts, especially after New Year. So yeah, maybe the stream will be interesting in that terms as well. Okay, let's just do Keeper. I mean, Keeper. Do you remember Arnaud? Do you remember Arnaud? Look at that.
Yeah.
This is us. Why are we not spreading this shit on Twitter or not? We should be saying, look at us, follow us guys, we are rich traders, we long the bottom on Keeper. Oh Jesus, I can't be corny as those guys, man, Jesus Christ. So yeah, I mean, that was an absolutely beautiful play. Definitely it ended up all the way up to $600. I actually had no idea it went up to $6. I stopped watching it after past this point. I stopped watching it after past this point. Yeah, or something like this, or after this point, I don't remember, to be honest. Right now, well, on a chart like this, and what I'm seeing from this price action, yep, you know, I'm gonna just say it like this, Ramos. I'm gonna say it like this. This is gonna be some, you might actually get missed on this trade. I'm gonna make it higher. I'm gonna make it like this. Maybe even a little bit higher now, right now. I mean, I got a reason, you know, you kinda took liquidity from here, you took it from here, and now you're again down here, right? So again, if you can't gain over this, right, I'm gonna say that you're most likely gonna crash down there, and you're most likely gonna pick up liquidity at this point down here, and you can already see rejecting here. I mean, definitely too early to call. It's only 1 hour time frame, but yeah, if you get there, you're definitely most likely gonna test this. So I hope this answers your question before we end the stream as well, right? So yes, guys, thank you for watching. Do join us next week, right, on another stream at the same time, 4 p.m. UTC. We're gonna be doing it, and we'll see where this ends up as well. I mean, ask me again next time. I really am. Like, I'll actually right that you reminded me right now, I'll actually be taking a trade here. I'm actually gonna save this chart to my left side and wait for it and actually set up I can't set up a trade for it, right? Because I'm gonna be taking on Uniswap. So again, I'm gonna have to be watching the PC. So I'm gonna have to keep it on one of my screens at all times, you know, so that I don't miss it. But yeah, thank you for reminding me on this one. It actually was a pretty nice gem from Andre, and I'm not gonna say his last name because I still don't know how to say it. I think it's like, no, I'm not even gonna try. I'm sure I'm gonna get it wrong. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. See you next time, right?
See you.
Yep.